Mic check. Morning, everyone. All right, there goes the opening bell. So let's see if we can make some money today. So from last session to this session, looks like there's a gap up, which might indicate an upward trend today. But we'll see what happens. There's definitely downward pressure right now. We're looking to see if it hits this key level on the bottom right here. So ignore these early algorithms that I'm generating. Still need some time to figure it out. We might be at a flexion point right here for a bull cycle, which means maybe uptrend. So if you've been watching any of the other streams, you know I don't really like to make any moves within the first 15 minutes. There's no information I can gain as of right now. And these large candles, red, green, red, about the same size. This is telling me indecision right here. So we're looking to see if we revisit this level. This is 602.14. See if we revisit that. We're not missing anything. Let the early candles figure themselves out. We got a little room for some downside. Ignore these early algorithms. I'll tell you whenever I have them. So I know there's room for some downside, but because I haven't identified any imbalances yet, I don't know when it's going to turn around. So if you're not in the trade already, then it's too late. So as I've been saying, for, last week was the free sauce giveaway. So this week, no more free sauce. No more free sauce. I'm not going to be identifying when I go in and when I don't go in. The analysis will be limited because that type of information is for Discord members. So this is what I see. These are the possibilities for each direction. Oh, ugly. Low volume this morning, not a lot of movement. No reason to chase anything. I don't know how valid this magenta is right here. I don't know if it's valid yet, so we gotta let it play out and see what happens. But if you've been following the channel, you know that you're supposed to get in at the flexion points. Flexion meaning the change of direction, right? So this would be your optimal if you thought it was going to go in the up direction, right? You can't get in it. I wouldn't recommend getting in now. You got to wait for it. There's going to be another opportunity, and I'll tell you how to identify it, but we'll see. So your least amount of risk for this up would be down here. But we're still in a downtrend, right? So you don't want to fight the trend. So you should technically be looking for put opportunities or short opportunities. Opportunities for the price to go down. That's what you should be looking for. But it's still early. I wouldn't even make any decisions right now. So what I'm doing is in the yellow, I'm drawing the path, PATH, of the setup that would be the most ideal setup. I just realized I was talking on mute. I was on mute talking. See what happens here. So if you would have took this continuation here, you could have made a little something. Could have made a little something on that. We're almost back to opening bell price, so not a lot of movements happened. There hasn't been, it's hard to identify imbalances when there is such little movement. Okay, I think this magenta line is solid. I think that one's pretty solid. Very low volume. Very low volume. I don't even recommend any trading in here. Not even really scalping. I don't even recommend any scalps. I mean, you could have went in here on that when I drew that bolt down over here. You could have made something here. But the volume's so low. Those are your paths. We have an upward bias now. Still technically below the water, but we'll see what happens. We want to see a big move here. So this area right here is going to tell you the trajectory. All right, we want to see either a strong move up or a slight pullback right here. And just like clockwork, I delivered. There it is. There it is. I circled exactly where would be the point of contention. I told you where the pullback was going to be, right? Where the pullback was going to be and where the continuation was going to be. I drew it out in advance. I drew this, right? There it is. I just said slight pullback and a strong move up. And look what happened. Oh, okay. Look. Okay. Oh, man. Alright, so here's, if you decide to take the leap, take the plunge and trade with me, here's what these drawings mean, right? The drawings mean, and it's up for you to decide. If you wanted to take a trade, if you absolutely had to trade at this point right here. Let me see if I can make it better. At this point, at the flexion point, right? The flexion point would have been one move. The next option you had was this point here. The next flexion point, see, it goes from the down and now it's curving up. So this is your first flexion point, your first best entry right here. Your next best entry is at this flexion point right here. Right? This is what this is what my drawings mean. The flexion points are telling you when is the best time to go in. Because like I said, if you decided to get in here, it's probably too late. It's too late. And you know, last week I was giving away the sauce, putting in the signals, but that was last week. This is this week. Different week. Get them in Discord if you want the advanced signals. Look at these moves. Look at this. Look at this. What I was expecting was to test this area. That didn't happen. That's fine. But that was a beautiful move. Plotted out well in advance. This was plotted out well in advance. You had every opportunity to take this trade. Look at this move. Look at that move. Look at the move. How long has this been on here? How long has this been on here? This is called a cup and handle. How long has that cup and handle been on there? And the exact point where the strong move happened, right here. I told you, this is going to tell you the direction. This point right here where I circled, that's going to be the make or break. I only said it in advance. And if you're in the Discord, you're going to get this information clear. You're going to get this information clear as day. You can make an informed decision. So if you took any one of these trades, you're in profit for the day. Even if let's say you would have taken the bolt down trade, your stop loss would have been minimal. Your wins would outweigh your losses. This is how my system works, okay? It doesn't matter if you get every call right, because you're still going to be profitable at the end of the day. because I've plotted it in such a way that once that line doesn't hold, now we know the direction. I did this far in advance. There's no way you could lose. You can have a minimal drawdown, but there's absolutely no way you can lose. I drew this in advance, far in advance. Long time ago this was drawn. Look at that move. Alright, let me clean this chart up. I'm done gloating. What a weird flex. Look at that. Absolutely perfect move. This is all done live. Can't make it up. It followed exactly the path that I drew. Exactly the path. Here are your options. Here, the green line's going to be your path up, and the red line's going to be the path down. So if you didn't already make a decision on this flexion point here or this flexion point here, it's too late, right? You have to make a decision at the flexion points. These are your least amount of risk. Now you need to wait for the next setup. I'm gonna go back to yellow. I'm just used to it. I like the yellow better. But the Discord members, you're gonna get all this information well in advance. I'm muted today because last week was the sauce week. Last week was sauce week. That was the proving grounds. And again, we started this morning on the same note, right? Wins. Straight wins. Now you should know when I draw those circles, those are points of contention. We're going to find out what the price is going to do here. This is what's going to tell us what's going to happen next. I don't recommend trading in the circle. Clean up the chart just a bit. That'd be the ideal setup for more upward, right? This is the setup you're looking for the up. But I don't like trading at the circle because it's you're in the middle of the water here. You can't trade here. You got to pick those flexion points that I chose. If it wants to head down, we want to see this on a larger scale. On a larger scale. So if you miss this move here, you missed the move. No big deal. It's too late here. You're in the middle. Can't do it. You gotta wait for those flexion points. So the volume is so low, there's not a lot of big movement, so you gotta wait for these longer plays. You gotta look for those larger flexion points that I'm drawing out now. So stay away from trading in the zone. If you haven't made up your mind yet, you gotta stay out of this zone right here. You can't trade in here. Go to had to make up your mind up here at the top when I drew that first head and shoulders. That's where you had to make up your mind. You can't do it in here. I'm going to give this one more candle to invalidate the head and shoulders. So this is the head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I'm going to give it one more candle to invalidate. If you took this trade, you should be out on the break of this magenta. Okay, look at that continuation pattern play out. Look how perfect this was. Look how perfect this was. This was good. That was a good move. And if you notice where the price is having a tough time, where it's stuttering on this white line has been here all morning. This white line's been here all morning. So it would have been ideal for the price to come down to this white line here and go back into this one, but we didn't get this downside, but we did get this, right? Perfect zones, perfect levels. So if you were to take this trade here on this flexion point, right? This is the flexion point. Then your first take profit would be at this white line, because now we don't know. Right? The move's done. We don't know what's going to happen. Now we need to look for the next setup. Your first take profit is here. And let me do some charting. Yeah, can't do anything now. Your second take profit, if you went on this flexion point, technically is here. Let me see if I find another algorithm though. I think this purple might need to be tweaked just a bit. It served its purpose for the time, but you got to be able to adjust. Got to be able to adjust. I think this looks much better. Again, so we'll go with the flexion points. I know I'm doing it after the fact now, but it doesn't matter because I'm not giving away the sauce this week. That was last week. Here's the proving grounds. Showing you that it wasn't a fluke. It's done in real time. I'm telling you where the least amount of risk is. I'm drawing the direction. So since we're in the uptrend, we're looking for long entries now, or call entries. We're technically in the uptrend. You want to look for the long entries. You clean up the chart just a bit. This one played out perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. Look at it. It can't get much better, right? It just cannot get much better than that. And we do this every single day. Every day. Discord members get an advantage, trust me. Discord members get an advantage. Because I told you I was going to be muted today. I'm not giving the full analysis. Can't give away the sauce for free. But look at this move. Look at the move. Look at the move. Even if you would have took this short or this put up here, you would have made money, right? You would have made money. And here's the flexion point here. This is, these are great moves happening. But we're at the high day. Now we need to see what's going to happen here. We don't know. Now we have indecision. We don't know. I only drew this out long time ago, far in advance. You had plenty of time to make this move. Plenty of time. Okay, here we go. Look at it. Look at it. You don't need to get out of this trade If you took this one, you don't need to get out until break of this purple line here. Get these moves. I only drew it far in advance, long time ago. I drew you each scenario. You could have made money on the way down and on the way up. Every direction, it doesn't matter. We make money in any direction. I printed a good amount of money so far. If you're not convinced that I'm the absolute best trader on the internet, you need to check your eyes. Check your eyeballs. No one's doing this. No one's giving away this sauce. No one. No one is putting numbers up like this every day consistently. It's been every day. There's been 0 misses. 0. And even if you did go late on a trade, once I draw the path, then you know what direction it's going in. And it just so happened to go exactly on the path. Look at it. Look, you can't make it up. This is done live. In real time. What day is today? February 10. You don't have to get out until this is your first take profit right here on this purple. So if you went in here when I drew the flexion point, because I'm drawing the flexion point. I said this morning, the flexion point. This is what this means. When it changes direction. So for example, on this cup here, the flexion point is when it starts to change direction. Your best entries are go look at Fridays. I actually put a video out last night explaining this. Look at these videos. You'll understand. It'll be clear as day. There's no guessing here. You know exactly when the best entry is. I have a video explaining how to buy call options, how to buy put options. I'm telling you when to get out. I'm telling you when to go in. I'm not telling you when to go in. That's on you. But I'm showing you the options. And if one of them doesn't work, then guess what? You had a 50-50 shot. The other one will work. So if you minimize your stop loss or your risk management, if you have a tight stop loss. So let's say you went in on, you thought it was going to go down, let's say over here, right? Let's take this one for example, when I drew this, right? Here. Give you an example of how you can't lose. I drew this before, right? I drew that before. Somewhere around here. So let's say you went in late on the put and you thought it was going to go down, and then immediately you get stopped out, or you get stopped out eventually, and you put your stop loss tight, 20 bucks, whatever your stop loss is, $10, $15, however much you put. That's up to you to decide your risk management. But if you got stopped out here and then you realize, oh, okay, the other path looks like this, and I put the path, then you know where your profit is, right? So it's only going to take you literally one candle to get that $20 back, and the next candle you're in profit. And if you would have held it all this time, from when I put it way down here a long time ago, look at all the money printed. Look at all this money. These moves. Look at this. Look. You don't have to get out until purple. Purple's still holding up. You're still making money. You're still making money. But from here, 602, 60. This is life-changing money right here. I don't think I get it. You may be like, well, I'm new to this. I don't know. It's too risky. I don't know what I'm doing. That's fine. I get it. I understand the pause for concern. But when you're in the Discord, everything will be very much more clear. On last week, that was the free sauce. On the Dummy Money series, that was free sauce. I told you this morning I'm going to be muted because why am I giving it away for free on YouTube when I have people that are willing to invest in themselves to learn? They've paid their Discord membership or the contribution in one trade. In about 3 minutes, that's paid for. And if they would have waited another 20 minutes, look, I mean, they've now you're talking about I'm buying a car, I'm putting a down payment on a house. I explained the process fully. Look at my last video I put out last night. It was profitable trading system, something like that. Go look at that video. I explain how it works. There's no guessing here, and you don't have to get it right every time. You don't have to. You minimize the risk. How do you minimize the risk? Look, example. If you went in on this put, right? Let's say you thought it was going to go down, because we don't know. We don't know. I'm giving you the option. I mean, in the Discord, I'll give you a little nudge in a direction. But if you thought it was going to go down and you went in on a put somewhere over here, and it goes against you, right? And you get stopped out for 20 bucks. Look how much you're making in the other direction. Look how much you made in the other direction. Because now we know exactly what's going to happen. And I tell you where the indecision points are, right? I circle it to let you know, if you're in the trade, here's where you might want to start thinking about taking profit, right? Because if you remember, I drew this up here, and I drew this over here. So if you're in that trade, here's the indecision. Take profit if it's getting sketchy, because some profit is better than no profit or a loss. So don't get greedy. Okay, so profit target 1 is hit. Profit target 1 meaning purple broke. So I'm gonna erase this. Clean up the chart. I gotta get out of here soon. We made good money today. Look at this money we made today. So if this is gonna head down, there's some free sauce. Okay, I know it looks confusing, but I'll explain it once everything plays out. Remember, the circle is indecision. It's going to go one way or the other. And I'm saying that because there's two major points of contention here, which in the Discord you'll understand that. I'm not giving away all the sauce here. It's not going to happen anymore. All I can do is show up day in, day out, prove my work. If you want to change your life, that's on you. You could do it. It's up to you. But entering a trade now, no way. No way. There's certain things that need to happen, and I will tell you when is your best opportunity. If you didn't get in up here, then you gotta wait. We got a little room for the upside. I'm not going to get rid of this head and shoulders here because I'm not completely convinced. And you don't know what that means. I get it. I get it. Just relax. Calm yourself down. So the market has to absorb all this, right? That was a big move. Look at the calls. I drew all of this in advance. Rewind the tape. Go back and look. I'm not convinced of this continuation pattern up. This is the indecision circle. I don't trade here. I know what I'm looking for. If you didn't get in up here, too late. I showed you where the risk is, where the least amount of risk is. Too late if you didn't get in up here. I think that was a fake out what just happened. I'm not sure. We're gonna let it see. We're gonna let it play out. But this could have been a stop hunt. This is why I wasn't sure. That's why I didn't get rid of the head and shoulders. The head and shoulders is the shoulder, head, other shoulder. That's why I didn't get rid of it, because I wasn't convinced. So if you're in this trade, you're still making money. But you can't get in now. Now, Now it's too late. Too late. In every direction we can make money. In every single direction. And I'm even telling you, don't go in here. Even though you see a flexion point here, I said don't go in. That's why I circled it. This is your greatest risk. This is your greatest risk. I don't, even though you see a flexion point, I circled it for a reason. I gotta get out of here soon, but I know some of the Discord members, congratulations, you printed today. I have to jump off shortly, but I just want to remind you guys, don't overtrade. If you made profit today, call it a day. Call it a day and take your profit. You won. You beat the stock market today. Okay? You don't have to overtrade. Technically 1, 2, 3. 3 trades a day, that's what I recommend. Maximum 3. Maximum 3. I drew the flexion points. It's up to you to take the risk. I can't take the risk for you. I can't tell you how much your stop loss is going to be. I'm not completely convinced. I'm not convinced over here. The market needs to digest all this. Believe me, right now there's people on other trading channels that are trying to make plays here, trying to hit the home run. And what I'm telling you is it's too risky. Why? Look at this. It went strong candle down and then immediately reversed. I don't deal in this type of stuff right here. There's no reason to. I already made the money for the day. Look at all this money. Look at all the money that was made today. Every single day I'm doing it. Every day. Go back and look at the tapes. Go to the live streams. Look at the tapes. And this is the risk of the flexion points that I draw, right? If you would have took the trade, expecting it just to continue in one direction, and then it immediately went again, stop hunt, right? Stop hunt, and then it continued. That's why I don't like trading in here. I wait for the proper setup. I wait for the proper setup. And this is more of a scalp, right? This is a scalp. But if you would have held it and put your stop loss proper, then yeah, you'd have made money. Look, it would have taken you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. You'd have made money, 6 minutes. And I have another level up here at 605.51, so I think we're just going to be trapped in this range for a bit. We'll see. Don't know. Don't know the future. I just know where the risk lies. I know where the risk is. That's what I do know. And by the way, when I draw when I drew that head and shoulders like this, it was like this, and then like this, and then like this. If you miss this one over here at the top, then you missed the move, right? Your next entry would have been over here, because this is the next flexion point, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's too late to go in now. But as promised, I drew both paths out. I already drew out the paths. And the reason why this did this little dip right here, that was a stop hunt. Shaking out, this is shaking out sketchy folks. This is a stop hunt. And the Discord members were, they knew exactly what to do. So I'm drawing out the path ahead of time. It's up to you to decide where your risk is. It'll be a lot easier to determine your risk if you join the Discord. The reason why I'm saying that is because last week I was giving away the sauce. This week I'm not doing that. I'm not giving it away. This is only for people that are willing to invest in themselves. Your Discord membership is paid for. LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Send me an email if you're interested. If you would have started since February 3rd, if you would have started February 3rd, oh no, I think I maybe did it Jan 31, but February 3rd for sure, I know I did a live stream, and if you'd have started then, you have made a lot of money. If you don't believe me, go back and look at the tapes. Go rewind it. Rewind the tapes. Okay. Here we go. Starting to see some weakness up here. Starting to see weakness. Technically, you're in the uptrend, right? You see the uptrend. You should be looking for long entries. I'll tell you when you're in the downtrend. Okay, I gotta get out of here soon. I'll leave you with some gems. Here's the gems. Don't say I never did nothing for you. Remember, you're in an uptrend. You're looking for long entries. You shouldn't be looking for short entries. Trying to call this top is you know, it's a gamble because you're going against the trend. You don't want to go against the trend. I'm just showing you the area of least risk. On a bigger time frame, it looks like this right here on a bigger time frame. Technically, we're in overbought territory, so maybe a pullback's coming in. I don't know. I don't know, but I know we're technically in overbought territory. I got a few more minutes and then I gotta get out of here. But congratulations to the Discord members that that made your money today. This is low volume. It's low volume, so if you were to extract anything out of here, good for you. Look at the moves we called out. Look at the moves we called out. Amazing plays. Absolutely amazing plays. In the Discord, we're 100% winners. On YouTube, I gave you half the sauce. That's what happened. But I think it's still some good value on YouTube as well. Still some good value. Okay, now we broke this purple. We broke this purple line. It didn't close yet, so we gotta wait for the, there it is. I think that's enough strength. Once we break this magenta, if you got in on this flexion point up here, the break of this magenta is your out, okay? If you got in on this flexion point here, right, when I drew this, the break of the magenta is your out if you're scalping. If you're doing long term, if you're doing swing, you want to wait for it to get down to here, retrace and reject. So scalping, short moves, quick, many contracts, and quick moves in and out, the break of this magenta, that's when you're out. Not just break, but it has to close. It has to close above. So this candle still has 20 seconds, 18 seconds on it. Like technically we're overbought territory, like I've been saying, so maybe the market wants to digest this. We don't know what's going to happen. But you can't get into the middle over here. All right, you have to make your decision up here with the least amount of risk when I drew the flexion point up here. And if you didn't get in up here, your next entry should be somewhere around here. If we're still in that, if we're in a downtrend confirmed. Right? I told you we're in overbought territory. I showed you where the least amount of risk is. Go rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. I just showed you where the least amount of risk is. I said we're overbought, meaning we're buying up too much. It's time to digest some of this. So this level right here, break of this magenta, and this right here. Look out for that. If you're scalping, you got 43 seconds on this candle. Give it some time. If you're a high contract, just get out. If you've done many contracts, just get out, because we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but no need to take that risk. No need. You made money for the day, be out. I do see some downward pressure coming in. We're overbought territory. So let the market digest this move. Look at this move. Look at the moves. Amazing day today. Amazing day again. Alright, I'll wait for this candle, and then I gotta get out, hard out for sure. You notice this green candle, let me zoom in. God darn it. This green candle didn't close outside of the magenta line. It didn't close. See that? That's called a wick. It wicked on the line. It didn't close. So that's why I said you got to wait for the close. Properly, that's how it should be done if you're doing it like properly. But if you're high contracts and you're just like, look, it looks like it's got force out, then get out. Take your profit and get out. Nothing wrong with that. But if you would have got in on this flexion point that I drew a long time ago, you'd have good money right now. You'd have good money right now. Okay, that has been my time. Good job today to the Discord members. I know you. I saw your profits. Good job, good job. And this is just a stepping stone, right? So now we're gonna start. Phase 2 is where you start to go in on more contracts to level up that account. Look at my last video I put in last night about profitable trading system. Look at that video. We're actually putting level 2 into effect right now as we speak. So Discord members, congratulations, good job. You did well today. And hopefully you don't overtrade. Take your profit and leave. Take your profit and leave. You win, right? We don't want to go back down to level 1. We want to stay at level 2. We want to stay here for a while. And if it takes time to build up that portfolio, it takes time. No big deal. There's no rush here. The market's here every day. Look, if you would have went in on this flexion point, look at this. Look at the move. Look at the move. Look at the move. Look how much money is being printed right now. Come on. Come on. Here, let me leave a gem. If it's gonna continue. Oh, I already drew it. Never mind. There it is. Look. Look at the move. It's low volume, so it's going to take time. It's going to take time in this type of environment, this low volume environment. And then after I'd say about 11 Eastern, it's going to get real slow. Look at the money that's being printed. Look at it. I drew out this head and shoulder a long time ago. I drew this out a long time ago. Look at this. I drew it out don't say I didn't. Go rewind the tape. Look at that money being printed. Come on, in every direction. And you had, I think I drew probably drew this on this candle here. The perfect entry. The perfect entry. Look at it. Look what's happening. Look at the price. Discord members know. The Discord members know we are printing money. I need to get that sound, that ka-ching and the money roll going. The Discord members are printing money. I put it out way over here. I said we're overbought territory. This is the least amount of risk here. Now it's too late to go in. Don't even try it now. There's a pattern that needs to play out. You don't know the pattern, I do. You'll learn it. Join the Discord. I'm telling you. It paid for itself in one play. It's already paid for itself. Your month is paid for in one play. Your month is paid for, and you have a lot more money to do whatever you want. But I am late. This is my time. This has been an amazing day. Another amazing day. Go back and look at the lives. I highly recommend you actually, if you're interested in changing your life and making serious money every single day where you don't have to work, you do whatever you want, you wake up whenever you want, pick your nose, whatever you want to do all day, take an hour, 2 hours out of your day to continue the lifestyle you want to continue. And if you're ready for that type of change in your life, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Right? I'm telling you where the risk is. I'm telling you what the least amount of risk. I'm telling you when to get out. This is what I mean, there's nothing more I can do. I told you it's overbought territory. We're overbought, meaning it's too much. The market needs to digest this. I drew this a long time ago right here. This is going to be a major point right here. We're going to see what happens. Maybe we're going to have a tapering. You might see this. Don't know. Don't know, but I know where the risk is. Oh, look at the move. Look at the move. I put this flexion point a long time ago. I put it up here a long time ago. It was up to you to take that trade. I told you we're overbought. I told you what that meant. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained at this point? Okay, that's my time. Tomorrow, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, okay? Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Join the Discord. Invest in yourself. I can't do it for you. I can't do everything for you. So, if you're not interested, I get it. But if you are interested, you get a free week. You get a free week. You can paper trade. You lose nothing. If anything, you gain experience. This is a very, very small investment for your future. Or maybe you're happy doing whatever you're doing, and I get it. I get it. People are content sometimes where they are. They're just content. They like doing that thing, whatever it is that they're doing. Good for you. But if you know someone else who's interested, or maybe someone else that has that drive, send them this way. Okay, everyone, have a good day. Enjoy.